Bargerstock, and I'm here to analyze the play The Hour We Knew Nothing of Each Other. I'm going to do this by telling you the director's way of putting his body and voice into the play, and how he spatially and physically used the stage to emphasize relationships, power, and etc. The director used his body and voice into the play by having the characters be constantly moving on the stage and by having there be no spoken language in the play. Both of these things emphasize how the audience is going to have to look at the big picture to watch postmodernism plays, because they have to think about what is happening, why it's important, and why it makes them feel the specific way that it makes them feel, and what they're supposed to get out of the play. The way that the director spatially and physically used the stage to emphasize the relationships and power and status of the play is by having the characters also move around on the stage constantly and also have no spoken language in the play, and so the characters were not allowed to speak to each other. The characters moving around on the stage emphasized how there is specific relationships, power, status, etc. by the way that they moved. For example, if they walked, ran, jogged, went on scooters, were carried, they had different meanings. They could express confidence, emotions, different levels of power, different levels in society. For example, a person that was dressed in rags walked across the stage with a shopping cart, and that unfortunately represents the lower class. Wow, a person that was dressed all pretty, wearing heels, walked across the stage and every corner went like this, put their hand on their hip, and this leg showed a whole bunch of confidence, and that would represent the higher class of society, which unfortunately is just a huge bunch of stereotypes. But anyway, having no language in it represented that there was no narrative, and having no narrative was difficult, but it was able to express if there was a relationship or not between the characters by gestures and other forms of bodily movement. That sounds weird. For example, if there was a person who ran into somebody else and they were just very apologetic, you could tell. And then if there was a person who was really annoyed or thought something was stupid, they would roll their eyes. And if two people were talking to each other, they would stand right next to each other and they would talk directly like this. Well, thank you. Bye.